Walmart is the latest corporation to roll back their DEI policies. So what does this look like? Well, there's a list of changes which include the following. They are removing LGBTQ related merchandise from their websites. They will discontinue the use of the terms DEI and Latinx. They're discontinuing training through the Racial Equity Institute and terminating its Racial Equity Center. The Racial Equity Center was established in 2020 as a 5-year initiative. So they're saying that initiative was due to sunset anyway. Over the past year, Walmart has phased out diverse supplier programs. These programs gave preferential financing to women and minorities. Walmart will continue to award grants, disaster relief, and funding to pride parades. However, there will be more guidelines attached. So why the rollback now? Well, simple. Walmart was facing a boycott. From who, you wonder? Well, the boycott was going to be led by conservative activist Robbie Starbuck. And you remember, in the beginning of the video, I said Walmart was the latest corporation. Other corporations that have rolled back their DEI initiatives include Lowe's, Tractor Supply, John Deere, Molson Coors, Harley Davidson, Black & Decker, Toyota, and Bud Light. I've also read that Target and Amazon are being pressured to roll back their DEI initiatives. We'll see what happens with that. They will probably fold because anytime you threaten to hit someone in the pocket or the wallet, they listen. And this video is for educational purposes only. It's important to say that so I don't get a strike and this video gets taken down. The sources of this video are attached to this video.
Hey guys, so in today's video, Walmart has announced the removal of the DEI policy, which is like the diversity, equity, and inclusion policy that they have before now. So they are removing, like they are rolling it back, and a lot of people are not having it. They are just, people are searching so many videos saying so many things about it, a lot. And I kind of found that it also affected the whole Black Friday thingy in some of these companies that has rolled back the policy as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch what people are saying about this whole rollback policy that Walmart has enacted. Then we'll come back and we'll talk more about it. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and do give this video a thumbs up.
Well, it looks like Walmart is finally tired of losing money. Walmart becomes the latest and biggest retail company to roll back its DEI policies. Now, I've become well versed in the euphemisms used by corporate America in order to disguise what they truly mean to say. So let me read this out in a way that we can all understand. Walmart finally realizes that this dumbass idea does not work if you want to make some money. You're welcome. Now, Walmart is definitely not first, and it won't be the last when it comes to finally eradicating this foolish idea that it's going to benefit your company to hire people off the basis of the most superficial aspects of their quote-unquote identity. Instead of hiring people, get this, on qualifications, instead of hiring them because of how competent they are, we need to hire them on the basis of quote-unquote diversity, quote-unquote equity, and quote-unquote inclusivity. Now, ironically enough, this diversity, equity, and inclusion has seldom included the diversity of thought, the diversity of idea, but instead diversity of complexion. So you basically just got Rainbow Nation, right? You got every single flavor and color, but they all think the damn same. And that's an issue, especially when their thinking is so far gone, they can't nobody get their job done. When their thinking doesn't lead to profit.
Let's be clear, Walmart been tripping for a long time, trying to make us pay to bag our own groceries. Having stores with only self-checkout to force us to bag our own groceries. Now you want to backtrack on DEI? I didn't really need any more reasons not to shop there. I live in Texas. We have HEB. Why is DEI important, you ask? DEI, which stands for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, is all about ensuring that everyone, especially those from marginalized communities, feels seen, valued, and included in all spaces. So how has DEI, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, made a difference for minorities like us? First and foremost, representation matters. Companies that prioritize DEI are actively hiring more diverse talent, which means our voices and experiences are finally being acknowledged. Have you ever wondered why certain marketing campaigns or products receive approval from so many people? Often, it's because those assessing the final product may lack an understanding of how it can be perceived by different audiences. Lastly, there's cultural awareness. Many companies are now providing training that promotes understanding and respect for diverse backgrounds. It's about time we see this change. So while we've made strides, we can't afford to take our foot off the gas. We need to keep advocating for diversity and inclusion in every space we occupy. Let's keep this conversation alive.
I really did not want to have to make this video, but with the news coming out this week about Walmart rolling back some of their DEI initiatives, I think it's more important than ever to reiterate that if you are working, especially as a first-gen professional, if you're working in a cost center of a business versus a profit center, you are in trouble in times of economic downturn. Right? A lot of these DEI initiatives, they're cost centers. There's no way right now to directly monetize a lot of that work. And so when the economy turns or when the vibe shifts, a lot of these programs and the people that work within them are the first to go. So if you want to continue to support them with your time, with your energy, with your expertise, with your dollars, I'd encourage you to do so. But if you're working inside one of these organizations, watch out, because we're getting into a period where your organization and your job may be the first to go.
Looks like Walmart isn't just rolling back prices, they're also rolling back their DEI initiatives. Surprise! What's interesting to me is that Walmart is constantly getting sued for being discriminatory. Like, they're constantly in trouble for bigotry. And we're talking racism, sexism, disabilities. Like, they are constantly needing to give people millions of dollars because they refuse to do the right thing. So this is definitely on brand, but it does suck to see. It seems like it's against their best interest, and I'm interested in seeing what they do next. I don't know. But what I will say is I do feel like diversity, equity, inclusion, DEI has a huge issue. I don't know if I would say it's the death of DEI. I feel like there's going to be a rebranding because the brand right now does not work. And I'm saying this as somebody who works in DEI, who also recently got laid off from my DEI full-time job. And I think that the issue here is that people just do not understand what DEI is and how it helps. And when I explain it to people, they always get it, but I'm also always explaining what DEI is because there's been a huge campaign to undermine the impact of DEI and just make it into, oh yeah, we have this DEI program and it's supposed to help us get more Black people in, I guess. That's not what DEI is even about. But if there isn't people pushing on the other side to make sure that the brand is very clear, it's going to muddle everything up. Typically, when I'm talking to somebody that doesn't work in people management and I talk about DEI, they don't know what I do at all unless I explain it to them. If I say diversity, equity, and inclusion, they think that I work in finance because they hear diversity, equity, that's financial terms, and I'll explain what would I do, and they say, oh, that sounds like that's something that's really useful. But before that, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, and they're only getting their information from these outside sources saying that DEI is bad, and they're not really seeing how DEI supports everybody in an organization. It helps with retention, it helps productivity. To me, I think that the rebranding is going to be more focused around inclusion. I see some people say that they feel like it's going to be more centered around belonging. Belonging to me is a little bit too soft, and inclusion seems more risk averse, which a lot of companies are more attracted to. But yeah, the tides are definitely turning. I'm going to see where I need to pivot myself in my career so that I can land a new position. But yeah, times are turning, and we'll see what happens.
Walmart just announced they are ending their DEI policy, diversity, equity, inclusion. They are going to roll that back and stop all their efforts into that. I guess this is what making America great again is all about. We're going to exclude people. This is where we're at. This is what they think making America great again is. And Walmart cites that they're doing this because they were facing huge, significant conservative boycotts to their stores. So I don't know if there's actually numbers associated with that. I would like to see that. Walmart, have your sales gone down because of including minorities? I don't know. I would like to know that. Please show us. I want to see the numbers, because right now it's just a bunch of conjecture. So this is what's going on now, and they're not the only company doing this. Ford has done it, Toyota, Lowe's. I mean, there's a growing list. Now, the land of opportunity, the land of diversity has become a lot harder to navigate. Now, I know what MAGA is going to say to this: hire the right person for the job, regardless of what their ethnicity is. Okay, I get that. In theory, that works. But the problem is those people for generations have been excluded intentionally from even having consideration for jobs. So that's why this is important. I wish everyone luck out there, and we'll find a way through this. I'm sure things will come up later as this gets more and more extreme, and there will be court challenges, and I'm sure the ACLU will be very involved in everything.
Not only is Walmart increasing their cost of goods, okay, if the tariff thing is enacted, they are also making this other policy, taking away the DI, okay, policy. And trust me, it's going to be affecting a lot of people's jobs and every other thing. Just going to affect a lot of persons. And I think this is why a lot of content creators, people out there, are worried about, them rolling this back. Is really going to affect people, okay, especially people from the marginalized communities. And yeah, I feel that this is not the best time for anybody to take that decisions. There should have been like a lot of considerations and lot of informing to do before just going bizarre on people and say, oh, we're going to do this and that and that's it. Like, I just feel so bad. And if you have guys, if you guys have watched the videos of the Black Friday in Walmart, everywhere was super empty. Like, it wasn't like normal day or normal Black Fridays, how busy they used to be on Black Fridays. Well, guys, I just hope that uh they kind of sit down and reconsider their stance, because I don't know, a lot of people are going to be affected, especially the marginalized communities. Well, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I'll be here to read from you. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next video. Bye, guys.